Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Today we have something informative lined up for you. If you like my video, don't forget to share and subscribe. And for more tech insights, stay safe online cyber defense. Before we dive headfirst into the wild world of OSINT, which stands for Open Source Intelligence, let's get one thing straight. It's crucial to understand the boundaries and responsibilities that come with this knowledge. This here is for educational purposes only. We're here to learn, to understand, and to explore the vast ocean of information available to us. We're talking about powerful tools, and like a chainsaw at Bunnings, they need to be handled with care. Just as you wouldn't swing a chainsaw around recklessly, you shouldn't misuse the information you uncover. We're not about encouraging any dodgy behavior, all right? This isn't a guide to becoming a digital spy or a hacker. It's about responsible use of publicly available information. This is about understanding how much info is actually out there, even when you think you're being sneaky and private online. You'd be surprised at the digital footprints we all leave behind. Think of it like a public service announcement, but way more interesting. We're here to raise awareness, to educate, and to empower you with knowledge. So put on your learning caps and let's crack on. Get ready to uncover the hidden layers of the internet, to see beyond the surface, and to understand the power of information. This journey will be enlightening, and who knows, you might even find it a bit thrilling. Let's get started. So, what is OSINT anyway? You might have heard the term thrown around in tech circles or even in the news, but what does it really mean? It stands for Open Source Intelligence, and it's a fascinating field that combines the art of investigation with the science of data analysis. Imagine being a digital detective, sifting through the vast expanse of the internet to uncover hidden gems of information. It's like solving a mystery, but instead of physical clues, you're dealing with digital breadcrumbs. Instead of magnifying glasses and deerstalker hats, you're armed with search engines, social media platforms, and publicly available databases. These tools are your gateway to a treasure trove of information. It's amazing what you can find out there if you know where to look. From social media profiles to obscure online forums, the internet is a goldmine of data waiting to be discovered. We're talking about piecing together information that's just lying around in the vast digital landscape. Every tweet, blog post, and public record is a potential clue in the grand puzzle of OSINT. Think of it like a jigsaw puzzle, but instead of a pretty picture, you're putting together someone's digital footprint. Each piece of data you find helps you build a more complete picture of the subject you're investigating. The process involves using advanced search techniques, cross-referencing data from multiple sources, and verifying the authenticity of the information you gather. It's a meticulous and methodical approach that requires both skill and patience. Once you've gathered and verified your data, the next step is to create a detailed report. This report can be used for various purposes, such as supporting a legal case, conducting a background check, or even uncovering potential security threats. There are specialized tools and software designed to assist OSINT professionals in their work. Additionally, there are workshops and conferences where experts share their knowledge and techniques, helping to advance the field even further. The importance of OSINT cannot be overstated. In a world where information is power, the ability to gather and analyze open source data is a valuable skill. It has global implications, affecting everything from national security to corporate strategy. So the next time you hear the term OSINT, remember that it's not just a fancy acronym. It's a powerful tool that transforms ordinary individuals into digital detectives, capable of uncovering the hidden truths of our interconnected world. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, Hamish, you can't get info from private accounts, can you? It's a common misconception that private accounts are completely off limits. But in the world of open source intelligence, or OSINT, things are rarely as straightforward as they seem. Well, that's where things get interesting. OSINT isn't just about what you can see on the surface. It's about piecing together information from various sources to form a complete picture. Even if a profile is private, there are still ways to gather valuable insights. While you can't directly see posts and photos from a lockdown profile, there are other sneaky ways OSINT can spill the beans. For instance, you can look at the interactions that private account has with public profiles. Comments, likes, and shares on public posts can reveal a lot about a person's interests, relationships, and activities. Think about it. Every time you interact online, you leave a trail. This digital footprint can be traced back to you, even if your profile is set to private. For example, if you comment on a public post, that comment is visible to everyone, and it can be linked back to your private profile. Likes, comments, shares, they all add up. Each interaction is a piece of the puzzle. By analyzing these interactions, OSINT analysts can gather a surprising amount of information. They can identify patterns, track relationships, and even predict future behavior. And sometimes, these digital breadcrumbs can lead right back to a private account, revealing more than the owner intended. For instance, if a private account frequently interacts with a public account, you can infer a connection between the two. This can be particularly useful in investigations, where understanding relationships and networks is crucial. Another technique is to use advanced search tools and techniques. By searching for specific keywords, hashtags, or locations, you can uncover posts and interactions that might be linked to a private account. This can provide additional context and help build a more complete picture. Location data is another valuable source of information. Even if a profile is private, location tags on public posts can reveal where a person has been. By analyzing this data, OSINT analysts can track movements, identify patterns, and even predict future locations. Timelines are also important. By looking at the timing of posts and interactions, you can gain insights into a person's daily routine, habits, and activities. This can be particularly useful in investigations, where understanding a person's behavior and movements is crucial. In conclusion, while private accounts may seem like a dead end, OSINT can uncover a surprising amount of information. By analyzing interactions, using advanced search tools, and looking at location and timeline data, OSINT analysts can piece together a complete picture. So the next time you think your private account is completely secure, remember that in the world of OSINT, nothing is truly private. Picture this: a bloke goes missing. His family's worried sick, the police are stumped. But then some clever clogs start digging around online. They find his Instagram, locked up tighter than a drum. But wait, they notice he's tagged in a mate's photo. This mate's account? Wide open like a pelican's beak. And there it is, a picture of the missing bloke, timestamped and geotagged. Bingo! OSINT to the rescue. This is a real thing that happens, people. Example 2. When LinkedIn spills the tea, let's say you're trying to suss out a potential employee, right? Their LinkedIn profile is polished to perfection, but something seems a bit off. So you do a bit of OSINT digging. You find an old blog post from years ago where they're complaining about their boss and spilling company secrets. Turns out, honesty isn't their strong suit. OSINT just saved you from a world of hurt. The ethics tightrope, walking the OSINT line. Now, before you go all Sherlock Holmes on everyone you meet, let's talk ethics. Just because you find something out doesn't mean you. It's like listening in on someone's private conversation. Not cool, mate. There's a fine line between curiosity and creepy. Use your noggin and think about the potential harm your snooping could cause. Risks and responsibilities. Don't be a dodgy character. Remember that chainsaw we talked about? Well, OSINT can be just as dangerous in the wrong hands. Identity theft, harassment, stalking. These are all very real risks if you're not careful. It's like that old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. Don't be the drongo who uses OSINT for evil, alright? Be smart, be respectful, and for the love of Vegemite, don't do anything illegal. So, should we all be worried? Striking a balance. Look, it's easy to get freaked out about all this OSINT business, but let's be real, it's just a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. The key is to be aware of the risks and to take steps to protect yourself. Be mindful of what you share online, adjust your privacy settings, and think twice before you post that selfie with your new credit card. Remember, mates, with great power. We've covered a lot of ground here, from the ins and outs of OSINT to the ethical dilemmas it can create. But the main takeaway is this: the internet is a powerful place, and information is more accessible than ever before. So be careful out there, use your noggin, and remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Stay safe online, mates. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching and learning with us. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. We value your feedback. Cyber Defense.